Here's a brief midweek review on gold. Over the weekend, we talked about the possibility of price going higher, consolidating, and giving us a good breakout from this area of value. So the resistance level of this symmetrical triangle, right? So I do expect a good breakout from the symmetrical triangle, so a bullish breakout. If that happens, I expect a bullish, no, a massive bullish move on gold that will take us all the way to this area of resistance, probably a small consolidation followed by another massive bullish breakout to all-time highs. So I'm not I'm not a priest, so there's no telling how market is going to react or what's going to happen in the market exactly. But this is my expectations of the market, excuse me. And if we do get a breakout, then that will be a very good opportunity to go long for those who aren't in already. For me, I'm already in on this go trade. I closed some of my positions from these lows as I explained during the weekend. Right now, I have a few positions within this consolidation, but the downside to this is there's a good chance also we get a bearish breakout. So this is kind of like a rising wedge right now. So this is a rising wedge and also a bullish flag. So we could, get a bullish breakout to the upside. But I know it's not a regular flag like the one that creates lower highs, right? So a rising wedge aligns more closely to the chart pattern. So a rising wedge, if we do get a consolidation breaking out from this wedge, also taking out this area of value, then I'm going to exit my long positions, right? Because now that would mean price could eventually go as low as tagging this trend line again before eventually going higher. Or we probably see a breakout to the downside, right? But for me, I'm anticipating a bullish move, a bullish breakout. The reason is because DXY is bullish, is bearish. So I do think this is enough catalyst to help gold trend higher. So I'm just going to show you DXY real quick. So this is DXY chart on the 1 hour time frame. You can see we've had a consolidation around this area of resistance. So just going to zoom in a little, zoom out a little. So we've had this area of resistance. Now good consolidation over here, taking out the support level. Now we seem to have a continuation to the downside, right? So if this continues, which I think it will, so if we go down, take out this trend line, then this should give gold enough momentum to rally higher, right? So this is what I'm banking on right now. So the only downside to this is if we do get a bounce from this trend line, for example, or we go to the 4 hours time frame, for example, and pull up the moving averages, you can see we are getting closer to retesting that moving average again, right? So if price, wow, it's so amazing how price tracks the moving average. So if price comes into this moving average, right, which aligns with the trend line right now, and consolidates followed by a bearish breakout to the downside, then this should give gold enough catalyst for a bullish move to the upside, right? But if we do get a bounce, so if we come down here, we get a bounce, then this could signify a reversal on gold. But the thing is, if gold gets a breakout, right, a bullish breakout before this even happens, then gold signals that DXY is going to dump lower, right? But I don't think a lot of people trade the DXY, so that's why I'm sticking with my gold, and I'm watching out for that bullish move to the upside. And you can see we're still bullish because we're still trading above the moving averages on the 4 hours time frame. So I use these moving averages to determine suitable area of support for extended price movement to the upside. So we've had a series of good bounces, the most recent one being these lows, and if we do get a breakout from this symmetrical triangle, that could lead to extremely violent higher price targets, right? Which we are going to enjoy because I think we're going to take advantage of those price movements. Well, I know I'm going to enjoy that because I'm already in, but just to reiterate, my stop loss is being placed underneath this flag, right, or underneath this rising wedge. So if we do get a breakout from here, then this could signal a potential move to the downside, meaning we may get a move to the downside like this before maybe going higher, right? So I wouldn't want this drawdown in my account waiting to see what gold does, because there's a good chance we may also break below. So if you haven't checked out our chart pattern playbook, go check that out. It's totally free. Use the link in the description below to get a book, and it's going to teach you and show you how to trade these patterns. So it's going to show you how to trade this symmetrical triangle. It's going to show you how to trade patterns like this, and my top 3 most important chart patterns is being taught in that book. So if you haven't gotten it yet, go get it. It's going to help you a lot. That's it from me for this midweek review. So lastly, before I go, Siva, right? So Siva seems to be doing well, right? I shared this in our Discord. So if you're not in our Discord, use the link in the description below to join our Discord. It's totally free. Maybe you would have caught this trade because I shared this a couple of hours ago just before we broke out from this pattern, right? And it seems to be doing well. I have my potential take profit around this area of resistance. I already took out some profits. So we'll see how it unfolds. And because CFI is bullish like this, I do think there's a good chance. That's why I also think there's a good chance gold gets its own bullish breakout to the upside. But we'll see what the market does. That's it from me, guys, for this midweek analysis. Once again, if you haven't checked out our chart pattern playbook, get a book right now. It's going to help you a lot.